By the way, this is their particular favorite type of grass. The grass that grows between the cracks. Wait, I hear someone from a distance. Could it be? Could it be? It's a Jess! Hey, Jess! Bunny, 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 whoops! I'm not a rabbit. I'm not a bunny. I'm just the guy doing the filming. It's Whimsy.
It's Cake.
And Whimsy. And we're sitting very far away from each other, and I'm in the light this time.
He's like a superhero.
I am.
Have you guys been watching The Boys? Speaking of glowing superheroes, because that is traumatic. It's good. It's really well done.
Did you make me Starlight? I was thinking more like, you know, somebody else, but...
Like, you're a good person, so it kind of works.
Yeah, I guess so, yeah. Alright, I'll be... Whee! I don't know why I assumed she was that way.
I don't think she does that. Anyway.
I beam.
That is not her.
She does something with her eyes, too.
No, they just kind of glow.
Blows little beam.
Neither here nor there. Watch the show. It's good. Unless you have some kind of PTSD, in which case don't watch the show. It's really stressful.
They do a really good job of it, but yeah, it is Handmaiden's level of stress.
Yeah, Handmaid's Tale.
Tried any of that, yeah.
So we haven't done a home vlog for a little while, and that's what we're doing today, catching you up on a few things that we've been up to. So today we went I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Today we went yard sailing. We hadn't done that for quite a while. We failed.
Horribly.
Just
dismally.
Yeah, it was terrible. Out of the 3 we tried to go to, 2 of them didn't exist.
And one was extremely sad. However, we found something.
We did. We found one yard sale.
And that one yard sale had one item of interest, but it was an amazing item of interest. It was an item from Jess's childhood.
Indeed.
You want to tell them what it was?
Okay. It is the board game Solarquest. For those of you who have never heard of this before, it's basically Space Monopoly. It goes through all of the different planets and their moons and things, and you buy up the property, and you also have to deal with things like space stations and fueling your spacecraft, and it's really fun. I learned a lot about space and the different celestial bodies from this when I was a kid. On the back of each of the real estate cards, it tells you a little bit about what it is.
Kilroy was here. I'm sorry.
That's okay. So super excited to find this and to pay $1 for it.
Right? Now, we can probably say this because we own it now.
I've looked online for this game before, just for reminiscing, and the cheapest I could find it was $200 because it's been out of print since like 1990 maybe, I don't know.
Jess got to show off at school all the time by knowing what the moons are and the heavenly bodies surrounding certain planets were. So that also has some show-offitude that she's going to impress me with later as well.
Speaking of heavenly bodies.
Oh, thank you. I mean,
well, you are glowing.
Wow.
And how did you get that heavenly body?
I'm bluffing.
Brownie sundaes.
That's right. Got me a brownie sundae body.
That was a bit of a stretch, but I wanted to talk about our brownie sundaes. It's Sunday, and we're having sundaes, and they're delightful.
They were very good. Very, very good.
And there's more of them.
And there are more. So that was neat. We started the morning off after breakfast with a brownie sundae reward for our day. And then they were delicious. After that, that was when the ice cream was still nice and soft before we put it in the freezer.
Soaked into
and
the
gets
brownie.
Much harder. So
tonight we'll try it with the hard ice cream.
Yeah, I heated my brownie up. I didn't heat your brownie up.
That's okay.
You don't usually like that. So I love my brownies to be a little warm in there. It's just very nice.
Now, another fun baking thing, I got a decorating tip from Wish just to see how it would work, and we decided to try it out on some meringue cookies.
I thought you said those were rings, like finger rings that I could eat, like the old ring candy. No? I put them on my fingers and devoured them.
Take a look.
And we got this tip, this piping tip from Wish that I hadn't tried out yet. So I decided it would be fun to try it on my meringues. And I think it came out pretty alright for a first attempt, and for something that I believe was $1 shipping, and other than that free on Wish.
So that is what came of that.
Yes, indeed. We also tried a new experiment with our bunny friends. You recall we mentioned that the Brussels sprout, or the cabbage and Brussels sprouts, were not working super well as bait for them to come up closer to the house. So I decided that was because it looked a little unnatural. So we put our cabbage head and our head of lettuce up and dug little holes for them and placed them in, and we're hoping that would have better results because it would look natural, right?
By we, he means he, and surprised me with it.
I did.
Came in like, Jess, guess what I did?
I dug a hole and I put a cabbage in it and a head of lettuce. I spaced them out a little bit so it would look like they were raiding a garden a little bit, because they like doing that sort of thing, I think. Who knows? It did not go well. It did not go well. They are far smarter than that, or far more suspicious. I mean, they let us walk around them pretty willy-nilly, but they seem very suspicious of new, sudden, overnight growth of full heads of cabbage and lettuce. Those are currently rotting in my yard.
Let's see what that looked like.
Enter head of lettuce, head of cabbage. Okay, I may have gone a little further than I needed to. I dug a hole with a little shovel and I put them inside to make it seem like they were growing naturally. Because I just didn't want the bunny to think we were trying to poison it by planting things out here. But not a nibble. Not a nibble. Nothing. And that's just crazy. I know I'm going to look out my window in another 3 weeks and this is going to be a rotted mess of nothing. And then that rabbit is going to be chewing on it after it's all gone to rot.
So what do you think of that plan? Let us know in the comments.
What would you have done differently? If you were me, what would you have done?
And the other update we have is Toastmasters related.
We were inducted as officers in a special ceremony.
Mm-hmm.
Well, obviously, we were officers a while back, but we were inducted finally. And that was a pretty cool ceremony. And we had a decent amount of people there.
Mm-hmm.
I think we had about 10 people at our meeting.
And we got 2 new members that night.
Right? Absolutely. And a third who, probably will never join, but will continue to be a guest forever and ever. And we also got educational awards.
We did, the 2 of us.
Yes, Jess got an award for finishing all of level 1. As far as I know, she is the first person in our club, except for me, who has done such a thing. And I got an award for completing all of level 2.
Go us!
So, setting the example, leading the way.
Hey, if you are local and want to join Toastmasters or see what it's all about, come to one of our meetings. They're
Absolutely.
the first and third Wednesday of every month at Norwich Dime Bank.
And then you can meet us live and see how uninteresting we really are. Actually, we have a lot of fun there.
We do.
So that is pretty cool.
And those meetings are at 6:30.
Yes. Norwich Dime Bank Toastmasters, and we meet at Norwich Dime Bank. The other things going on real quickly are we are also watching Glow.
Yeah.
The new season of Glow just happened. We just finished up The Boys, And what was the other new thing we just started watching?
I don't know.
Ooh. I guess we'll have to get back to you on that one. There was something new we just started watching that was really fun as well that I think went well. And we're getting caught up on all the old Veronica Mars before we start new Veronica Mars.
We never watched it originally, so.
And Jess is eagerly awaiting, is it CW that's doing, your Archie...
Katie Keene?
Katie Keene.
I am awaiting it anxiously.
With great anxiety, not eagerly.
Yeah, I was a big fan of the Archie comics when I was a kid, and the digests you used to get of them. And whenever you got the digest, you had a Katie Keene comic wedged in somewhere. I'm concerned about what gritty twists they're going to add to her comics now after Sabrina and Archie. I do like the new Sabrina reboot, but I would like it better if they hadn't called it Sabrina.
Fair enough. That's it for us.
Yeah.
If you're enjoying what we're doing here, then I'll sit up straighter for you.
The sun is encroaching.
Why not subscribe to the channel or give us a like or both? Because you don't have to do just one or the other. You can just be greedy and do both. That's the best. Take it all for yourself. Then you'll know every time we post something. And I think it might be time
To ice cream the brownie?
to ice cream the brownie.
Or frosted
And
cake.
maybe we'll frost the cake as well.